90% of Ohio's economy will be back open. And so that is the good news. Face coverings are mandatory for most workers and most businesses, with some exceptions, specific exceptions having to do with worker safety. It's also up to individual business owners to decide if customers must wear the mask inside the business or not. Again, that's up to each individual business. Let me start off by talking about childcare. And I want to start by saying that we will not be making an announcement today. We are still working on this, and I want to talk a little bit about it. But it's very, very important that we get this right. And we don't want to announce the date until we have the protocols in place and that we can explain those to all the caregivers out there and all the families out there. I certainly know how very important this is as we open Ohio back up, that child care is absolutely an essential part of people being able to go back to work. Throughout my career, I've focused a lot on children's safety. So it should be no surprise that as we look at this, we continue to really focus a lot on not only children's safety, but the safety of the families that they're from and the safety of the workers who go into the child care every day, who take care of our kids, take care of our grandkids. Sometimes we don't think about them, but I want to say thank you to each and every one of them. We also are very concerned and very focused on making sure that the rules that we put forward protect them as well. Let me be quite candid. The mistakes that I have made through my long career have come about when I did not have all the facts, when I didn't dig deep enough, did not ask the right people. And so this process is continuing. We're going to continue to do this. Reopening child care centers is simply too important to do so without making certain that we have all the best information, that we have all the right protocols in place. We continue to gather this information, and it will not be long until we'll be in a position to make the announcement. I do not intend to move forward on opening child care centers until Ohio has the most science-based and safety-based plan that we can put together. And that's my commitment. Child care is a necessity for working families as they go back to work. As I've said, there are risks associated with action and also risks associated with inaction as we move forward. There may not be a more important decision that we make in regard to the safety of Ohio as we move forward and the safety of Ohioans. I'm convinced that we can lead in this area. Not only am I convinced that we can lead, I'm convinced that we absolutely must lead. We must lead in this area. Our goal is to develop the best possible protocol in the country to ensure the safety of our children and our child care center workers and the safety of their families. It is really a moral imperative that we do this, and that process will continue. I want to announce that Jobs Ohio, the Ohio Department of Commerce, and the Ohio Liquor Control are implementing a liquor rebate program so that bars and restaurants can defray the cost of restocking high-proof spirituous liquor. The program